Greetings, this is Darvane and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6. Now, last time we kind of got a settler out and we've been slowly advancing. We met Japan, who's our opponent on this map. Yeah. And they tend to be kind of culture and faith orientated. So we may end up with a religious war sooner rather than later. For now though, we will carry on pretty much just kind of trying to get everything done. So yeah, we can't go any further. Well, at the moment they're not enforcing their borders, so that we can walk through. But I will act as if they're not enforced at the moment, as if they're enforced, because if we go past and they're enforced, we're going to have problems getting back.
Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid.
Okay, so let's change our policies. What have we got? We have the Neovar documents towards. Okay, don't need that. Need that. Now we could, in our wildcard policy, put Strategos, which gives us +2 Great General points per turn. What that basically means is we're getting. If you build a district, that's when you start. That's when you tend to start getting great people points towards, depending on the type of in type of district. You can improve that with your wildcard policies. And generally, for example, we could swap that out, for example, and now basically we're going to start getting great general points, even though we haven't got an encampment yet. So it's a good way of tailoring how you want to play. So let's confirm, because I'm going to go with a great general. They tend to be quite fun. And of course, being Greece, well, Greece was known for its great people, so I mean, the interesting thing is if we look up on great people, we're actually competing for the various types, and they're very specific. For example, the first great general we can get is Sun Tzu, which for the classical era, because we've advanced from the ancient era, and not only do they give us a passive effect with classical and medieval land units, but you can retire them for a certain benefit as well. In this case, you can retire to basically get the Art of War, which is one of the earliest great writings. No evidence of it how to recruit a bit at the moment we've got nothing of nothing, but we're going to start getting general points per turn for that. Don't know what they're doing. At the moment there doesn't seem to be any sort of what's going on. But they all have related abilities. They range from Civ 5, so you've got admirals and engineers and prophets and stuff like that. What's interesting is a great prophet, unlike all the others, doesn't have unique abilities. Instead, they have to be used to found a religion. You can only recruit one, and there is a limit, I believe. You can only have 7 or something in the entire game, so in large maps you might not actually get a religion. But generally, the great prophet is generally how you're going to get start your religion once you've got your pantheon and start religious wars. It's a bit more complicated than that. but it's still quite similar to what was in Civ 5. So now let's choose our Civic, see what we got. Build a district. What we'll do, see, because the civics tree is based on culture, so being highly cultured and playing a cultural game means we'll get through the civics a lot quicker. Or hopefully, that's what we're aiming for. We're going to go with foreign trade. Get the gold, 1 gold by doing the camp improvement on our deer, which is good. Our settler has reached the point where we said, so what we're going to do is we're going to found the city here. Here we go. Gaining a city on the coast has given your civilization insight into navigating the waves. With knowledge of sailing as advanced considerably. That's why I like to get a fairly early city on the coast, because it allows you to start developing a navy. You don't really need a navy in a Pangaea map, but barbarians and stuff, and being able to travel across around the coast and across the continent is still a big thing that you don't really want to be without one. It just doesn't have to be as massive as it would be on, say, an islands map or something. Right now, no. What we'll do is, I'll check see if there is. Still haven't got enough. Still haven't got enough for a delegation. Never mind. I don't actually know how much I'm earning. I think it's 5 plus 3 from this city, and I don't know what my unit kind of production's like, unfortunately. But we've got you there. What we want to do, build our. Already got. Can't build another settler. Could build another chariot, but we're not really at war, so it's a bit pointless now. So what I will probably do is build a wall. So I'm going to do sort of slowly, but we get the same sort of thing. In terms of resources, we've got fish and we've got crabs, but we need to research the ability to start harvesting them, which we haven't got yet, so not a big deal at the moment. Probably got a second city out. Inspiration. The growing number of citizens in your lands dream of having an empire. Your progress towards early empire has advanced considerably. What have we got? We've got couple of players up there. No way. Okay. We haven't got anywhere particular to start building, but we might as well not bother. I mean, a bit of growth isn't going to hurt, especially up here, so we'll go with farm. And start bringing this back.
My liege, we are beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world. Of course, there are other leaders vying for their attention too.
Yeah, they're basically letting us know that Eureka, work on the water mill has taught your workers much about construction practices. Your knowledge of construction has advanced considerably.
No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
The more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization. I advise that we continue to build these.
Okay, that is actually coming from the fact that we've started generating great people points. We haven't actually built our first district yet. So, carry on exploring. Do what you can do. We've got floodplain down there, so we might come down here. Use the last build for that. Explore what's going on here. I'm not very aggressive, so I'm not really good as a Civ player because it's not that I'll very rarely rush anything, to be honest. I prefer to be a builder. I mean, it doesn't mean I can't, but yeah. What we got? Let's go. You want sailing, because the first thing we do is to get fishing boats for that. And that means we can start getting these bonus resources, which is great. That's why we settled there in the first place. So, okay, see what's going on. Wait and see if I can get my delegation yet. Yes, I can afford to send the delegation, so I will. The delegation arrived and we are humbled by your generosity. So we go to our relationship. We've actually got a delegation that improves it. We're not quite at the point where we can see them, because it tells us up here how we access our level and increases what's going on. But so there's all of those options. But it does make us friends, and until we actually get embassies later on, it pretty much delegation is an early embassy. We're kind of going, yeah, okay, with kind of overtures of friendliness before things start going sour. And they will go sour, there's no doubt they will. No doubt about that. Choose production. Well, to be honest, I'm inclined to get another settler right now. A couple of places we could settle, probably moving more towards Kyoto and that sort of direction. And I couldn't tell you what year it is, but kind of having cities is good. And to be honest, the only defence against religion that I've found is that they have to kind of have half of your cities following their religion. Once 50% of your population, of your cities and your population are following a religion, it's your dominant religion. So obviously having more cities means they've got to have more missionaries to actually get that up. So basically it's another reason for getting spreading out, especially on quiet periods like this. It is tempting to get engaged in hunting out and finding out the barbarians, and quite frankly they're more often a deterrent and a distraction, and I find when I do that I actually end up losing, because while I'm doing it the AI is usually going for their religion, and then when I can see the missionaries coming, I don't tend to want to attack them, and by the time I actually get to the point where I should attack a missionary, it's too late. In this one we're not going to bother. We see a missionary, we're going to kill it. End of story. We're not letting them have a religious victory. We have sent you a delegation with gifts of Yoseki Tsukuyo, some of our greatest works. Well, you already sent us a delegation. can't send us another one. Can you? Well, you already sent one. Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to do much searching. I'm going to try and keep him in the vicinity. Sort of see Japan. It looks like Japan's around a lake, so that's kind of good for us. Okay.
It isn't just our lands that can be improved, but our waters as well. I suggest we search for opportunities to exploit the resources along the shores. We have the opportunity to develop a formal trade route between two cities. A trader unit is required to establish such a route, which would be very beneficial for our economy.
Vessels large may venture more, but little boats should keep near shore. Every nation lives by exchanging.
So let's go and change some of our posts, because we've got some new ones to play with. In this case, we've got maritime industry, so we can actually work on producing our navies. Not really interested. We could get additional gold from our trade routes. Not really interested in that. Yeah, so we're not going to. It's just a good chance to check up, because we're not really doing any of that. It's a good chance to check up and have a look, because yes, and carry on exploring with our scouts. Yeah, research, what do we want? We've got astrology and we've got writing. Let's go with astrology. That's the first initial religion tech, as it gives us our first district, which is great profit points, and it allows us to build shrines, and that's where we will start developing our religion, basically, if we do that, which is good. We can do that. In terms of our civics, we'll do early empire, because that does two things. Firstly, on doing that, we close our borders, we start enforcing them. But because we're starting enforcing, we also get the option where we can open them to our friends. So yeah, that's good. So you're down here. You're going to use your last one on a farm there, because we like to. You can do that. That's fine. We want to keep you too far away, so let's see our warrior. We can have you over here. Now let's see what our settlers do. Now they're saying up there or down here. Now I could go over there. Don't see why not. It's probably a good place actually. It's upriver. It's got quite a bit of water, and it's far enough away from Buenos Aires to be considerable. So in terms of getting the area, I don't actually know what's in the next one. So, but yeah, we might have a look over there. That's good. We'll do that. That's looking positive. So let's go for a junction. We can afford a slinger, so we'll have a slinger. Replace that. We've got loads of money. Normally, a lot of the time, you get your most income from fighting barbarians, but they seem to be quite quiet on this map at the moment. Okay. Now we want a builder, but first we have a trader. Now traders are important for two reasons. Firstly, they make trade routes which bring income on various times as they travel between cities. So we can send like trade routes from Athens between our cities or over to Buenos Aires, or as soon as we see it, even to a Japanese city. In doing so, we will get various resources. The second advantage of trade is that's how you build roads in the early game. As the traders travel between cities, they build roads between those cities. So, if you want a road between Athens and Pisius to facilitate defence, you have to send a trade route between them, and it will build the road. And if a road already exists, they will upgrade it as necessary. So,
we have recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning. Creating districts in our cities can be much more powerful and lucrative than simple improvements like farms and mines.
I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
Okay. We'll go and try and you're set there. So fortify there. We'll carry on exploring because this appears to be their capital, which is Kyoto, and it's on a lake.
Our explorers have spotted another friendly tribal village. I suggest we send a scout to investigate.
I don't know why they seem to be quite slow. They may have suffered a setback. I may have just been lucky in getting, and obviously settler bonuses is a play on the settler level is pretty good as well. So let's see what we've got here. Now my general, as I said, my general attitude is to go with boost, so we'll go with writing. Don't necessarily need writing. It's not particularly important in Cape right now. What it does is, what does it do? It doesn't switch to archery. Switch back to writing. What does it do? It doesn't actually do anything, because sometimes there's bonuses. It will show you when you mouse over it what it does. I'll give you a description if there's any abilities. These are icons, in which case, in this case, we get to build the campus district, within which gives us science, within which we can start building things like libraries and start getting great scientists. So if you're playing a science game and going for a science victory, that's pretty much what you want to do. Okay. Now we've got notifications that we're seeing barbarian in and around our lands, which basically is this one here. So we will go in and give it a wallop. Not enough to kill it, but we'll definitely give it a wallop. We'll make it feel not very good. Now, here's the trade screen. As you can see, we've got 3 options. You look on the main maps, the blue lines will show you how the trade route will be built. That's the way it will travel. For example, we could travel to Jerusalem, and it would build a road that would go around the back patch, round and up. Buenos Aires will take the routes there, and of course we want to connect our cities down there. It will take that route, which is probably what we want to do. In turn, it also gives us how long the trade route will run. I think that's how long the trade route will run. Thus, once that's done, you get to choose again, maybe try and find. So on the larger maps, what you'll find is there is actually a limit to how far you can travel, and when you build trade routes, you build trade posts once they're completed, and they can be used as drop-off points to get further routes. So first let's build, although it's like, well, it's quite fun to build because the city-states, because they often provide more. For example, Jerusalem provides 2 faith and 3 gold. You still got to deal with the fact that if you want roads between your cities, then even though they're quite small, you still have to build them. They will not be built themselves. There are other ways of building them, but we won't open them up yet. So I think we will do a very short road which will get to connect those 2
In
cities.
addition to bringing riches to our civilization, this trade route will gradually develop roads between our cities. Roads allow our units to no longer be impaired by the difficult terrain through which they pass.
Eureka! Your trade route directly exchanges goods. The medium of exchange would make trade more flexible. Your knowledge of currency has been advanced considerably. So if you look over here, you can start to see there's a first bit of the road. It's going, you can see it going there to the Jade. And basically as it goes, it'll build the roads. And depending on the type of road, which is dependent on your technology era, you'll actually start seeing bridges and stuff like that. So let's see what happens. Still no money. Now I would like a builder to connect these 2 here, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a builder. We haven't got one. We used the last one. That's good. Let's go over here. We want this village, see what benefit it gives us. Experience, yay! So, yeah, fair enough. Not the best, not the worst.
Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
What you'll notice up here is it says your delegates, Aristides, notice that Japan is expanding. Adding the new settlement Gifu. So that basically we're hearing rumours about what's going on. And now we need to kill these. What I will do is I will kill them with the slingers. Slingers don't have much range, but kill them, they die. Eureka! After finally killing an enemy with a slinger, you long for a stronger ranged weapon. Your knowledge of archery has advanced considerably. Eureka! Your fight with barbarians highlight the need for stronger weaponry. Your knowledge of bronzeworking has advanced considerably. So you'll notice that we can have multiple Eurekas depending on what sort of things we do and how we kind of... It does allow a bit more of a narrative through the... tech tree, which I kind of like, to be honest. Now, because for example, we've got currency, we've got bronzeworking, and we've got archery. Now, I know it's not much, but archers actually have a bigger range. And since we're using them to defend our cities right now, we will go with archery because we want to get a better ranged unit than what we start with. They just can't. Okay.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the barbarians coming.
Okay, so we will change our policies. Now, we haven't got any new military ones. Our economic one, we've actually got 2, which is good. we can reduce the cost of tile purchasing, so our cities can get bigger. The one we're going to go for, and in fact I'll probably replace Great Generals with this, and is settlers. Our settlers will grow faster. As such, sounds strict, we can get out and settle more cities. More cities means more stuff to do, and it's harder for a religious thingy. So we'll do that, that's good. I mean, 50% when it's taken 4 turns means it only takes 2 turns, so it's not much of a saving. But but when you're on the marathon, which everything is like 200% faster, so it takes 3 times as long, 3 times slower, 3 times long because it's 200% slower, then there's something that might say if a settler takes 10 turns, it's going to take 30 turns, and half of that is quite a big, significant bonus. And again, we haven't got diplomatic, and we decided to get rid of strategos. So, yes, we do. Now, where are we settling you? We don't know, because it's a slinger. So, an escort formation with builder, so we don't want that actually, anyway. But they do get a promotion. So we'll look, this is the range promotion tree. They get volley for +5 range strength versus land units, or garrison, which is +10 combat strength when occupying a district of fort. So basically it's attack or defense. And we'll go attack depending on what they are, because we'll choose our civic. We don't actually have much any votes here. We can choose what we want to do. There's a couple of, for example, mysticism gives us actually 2 different wildcards. So we can go for science and we can go for religion. Drama gives us the first culture one, and of course we've got our unique district of the Acropolis. Okay, replaces the theatre district, and I'm not entirely sure what the difference is though. I think, let's see if I can get to the civil people. No, I can't get to the civil people. Who's up here? City states, road rankings, trade route. Might even be further, I can't really get to it. Oh well. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, except it's supposed to be good, so yeah. So we will go with that one because culture's great, because that's the sort of thing we're going for. Well, we can spend gold on expanding some of these. What's this one? Half and half. Okay, we've got all that. We will do that one. Yeah, it's either or basically. Like I said, I like spending money like that because, well, you can drive a hard bargain, but I'm not really interested in negotiating with him. I don't really have much to give me until it starts going, and if I'm stomping them, well, then I'm stomping them and they give me all the money. Let's see what we're doing. We've got settler there, we've got builder. Haven't got anywhere it's worth building a military just yet. Don't really want to build a holy site. So I'll build a granary. It gives the city a bit more growth. Let's see, you gives the option. Thing I don't like is the auto notification options tend to be for the nearest city. So if you're following them, mainly because you're lazy and don't want to think about much else, you don't really. Fishing boats is food. You can like miss out on other bits and bobs. Yeah, let's go and do the fish. Can't actually see what's there. I don't think there's anything there. Set us there. One of those two. Let's found the city. That's fine. Right, okay, so we've got you, the builder's moving. I haven't got settlers, can't even build settlers, I'm not interested. Settle. Yep, now I'll settle that. Scout, let's do the promotion, because I can't be bothered. Seafood woods or fast movement of hills. Interesting. I will go through. Seafood woods. Okay, that's good. We won't be exploring any further in that regard. Oh. So that's our turn done. I've let time get away with me. What have we seen over this? And there's another city-state that's attacking the barbarians, so we know they're over there. But we're doing.
May the forces of evil become confused while your arrow is on its way to the target.
By George Carlin, God bless his soul. Okay. Now just before we go, we'll speak more, but you've noticed that, well, Japan has just started enforcing their borders. That's bad because they actually block off the way back. So we're going to need open borders with them if we want to go back. But I will call it there because this is one longer than expected. And as always, if you like what you see and hear, be sure to like, subscribe and everything else. And until next time, this is Darvain playing Let's Play Civilization 6. So until the next time, goodbye.